bond you build with clients kind of feels like family, you know, you kind of feel like you're in their lives, whether they get married and you go to the wedding, or they first have a baby and they're excited to show you pictures and stuff like that. You kind of feel really so heavily involved, and really does feel like family outside of family, you know what I mean? Well, I just look at it as whānau, and that's why I like the mahi, you know what I mean? I've been barbering now for 15 years, since 2010. Went to barber school in Auckland. Was always going to come back to Wellington and hone my craft. Had a good friend who was a barber, so just hanging out at the barber shop. Loved the environment and wanted to be part of it. Sometimes water absorbs it, and it kind of dries the head, the product dries out sometimes. But I always just spray a tiny bit. Starting the business was a big leap for me just after COVID. The idea sprung in my head, and I wanted to do something creative and something a little bit different in the market, really music orientated, graffiti art, fashion. So I think for me it was a big project for me, I guess, and a project that's forever going and forever working on it. Something I wake up, enjoy and love being part of, and hopefully other people feel the same. When it comes to challenges, I think, again, opening the business, COVID and stuff like that, being a father, teenage daughters, relationships with partners, things like that are always challenging, but it makes me proud to be a dad, I guess, you know what I mean? And wouldn't give it up for anything. I try and run events through the shop, so definitely a lot of local support through that, whether it be parties or vintage pop-ups or tattoo flash days. Definitely get a lot of support through that, and I love bringing communities together, sellers together, having our own markets. So seeing some awesome support in that way, which I love. Our first party we probably ran, and the response we got for that, for panty droppers, was something that kind of stands out in my mind. And it's a hard one, I guess, because I feel like every day's so different, and every time when I sit down and process the day, I always feel like, oh man, what an amazing conversation that was, or interaction that was, and then the next day it's something else, you know what I mean? But for a standout, definitely our first panty droppers, and I guess opening the shop. There's one thing I could say about the business or creativity or art in the city. I think that people just need to go for it. Don't be scared about it. I get a lot of people asking me that they want to do business but too scared to do it, whatever. So I think my advice would be to anyone, just be creative. I think we're living in a good time now when people are a little bit struggling. So I think that's when you really see creatives kind of shine out, you know what I mean? And just take risks. Sweet. Awesome.